Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Mo Money with the Mo Money Sports Network, the sports network for the sports fan. Today's video is a difficult one for me. I didn't know which way to go with it. I'm talking about the legendary Kobe Bryant and his Mamba mentality. I debated is making this a career video. I debated making this a stories video. I debated making this about his impact on the Lakers. All kinds of things. But I think I just want to tell some Kobe stories. So we'll do that. So uh, when I say Kobe stories, I mean like the night he got 81 against the Raptors, the time that he played his final game, and Shaq was sitting on the bench and said, you got to go get 50, right? And then Kobe said, no, 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 I'm not going for it. And Shaq goes, come on, man. And then Kobe was like, he wasn't sure. And he says, all right, I'll try. And it was the one night that the Lakers, because Kobe was notorious for not passing the ball, which leads into another story I'll get into in a minute. But he was notorious for not passing the ball. And he basically said, well, I'm going to try to be a team player. But the team kept passing him the ball. It was Kobe's shoot night at the Staples Center at the time in Los Angeles. And he ended up getting 60, and Shaq was sitting there in a short that I used to watch. He said it didn't look like he was going to get it, and then he got to 37, and he got to 60 on the final shot with a free throw, and yeah, jeez. And then there's the Iman Shumpert one, which is probably my absolute favorite Kobe Bryant story. It's the one where he's like, I stole the ball from Kobe. I'm playing great defense. Kobe's having a mediocre game. And I'm hyped, and I'm gonna tell my brother I stole the ball from Kobe Bryant because I had two steals. And he said he walked out for the fourth quarter, and Kobe tapped him on the butt and said, "You had a great game, young fella." And Iman Shumpert started laughing like there's 12 minutes to go in the game, and Kobe did the shot off the glass, pump fake, out to get it back, pump fake out to the corner, Powell hits the shot, comes down, spin move, baseline fake shot, spin move, off the glass and in. And Amon Shumpert's trying to D him up. And Kobe just laces it from 35 feet, like, and he's just lacing it up. Shumpert says Dan Tony called a timeout, and he just looked at him with a bewildered look on his face. So that's how that happened. And that was just who Kobe was. It was Mamba mentality. I watched another story earlier today with Steph Curry, and it's the preseason, and nobody takes the preseason seriously. And Kobe was gathering up steam, and he was picking him up full court, and he was bumping Steph, and Steph fell over, and Steph's like, you know what? I don't really have a choice. I'm gonna throw this up from 30 feet. Kobe contested the shot, and Steph hit it, and Steph was trying to be all nonchalant. But he said when he got back to the dressing room, he said, "I'm gonna need that clip because he was on it. He facial three on a Kobe." And if you're enjoying these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And just I watched another short today where the trainer's like, "Kobe, your Achilles just went. You're done for the season." And he's like, I'll run on my heels. Doesn't work that way. I'll try to put it back into place. Doesn't work that way. I can play on it. Doesn't work that way, Kobe. And he's like, but I'll let you shoot your two free throws if you can stand. And Kobe's like, I'm shooting. And apparently, the crux of that story is that was a shot at Paul Pierce for the time that Paul Pierce got wheeled off in a wheelchair. I don't know what that happened to do with anything, but that's just the kind of guy Kobe was. And we can go through even more stories. Like when Kobe was on the Redeem team in 2008, and Chris Bosh was like, "I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna beat everybody to the gym," and he set his alarm for like 4 o'clock, and he was on his way down to the gym after eating breakfast, and there's Kobe with ice bags on his knees, working up a sweat, and he's like, I'd been sore for months, and I was just getting back into my workout routine, and there's Kobe just putting in the work 3 days after being eliminated from the finals, and to that same effect on the Redeem team, they played Powell's team in the Olympics, and Kobe said, "I'm going to set the tone, and I'm going to go right through Powell." And he basically trucked Powell on the first play of the game, and all his teammates were, "You're not going to do that. That's your boy. That's not going to happen." Whatever. Kobe didn't care. Kobe ran through Powell. Oh man, it's just he was a different beast. Kobe was a different dude. And about that selfishness that we see from Kobe Bryant, well, that kind of came from, I believe they had an assistant coach named Hand, or his last name was Hand. And he asked Kobe one time, uh, why doesn't he pass the ball? And Kobe was just like, I put in the amount of work in the summertime. I put in all the work during the season, and I see these guys coming in late, leaving early, all this kind of thing. And you expect me to put trust in them when the game's on the line? And from that point on, his assistant coach was like, "Yeah, I kind of get it, Kobe, but that's just who he was." And Kobe would play through anything, anything. Like you just heard me tell the Achilles story. He wanted to play through that, but his logic was a lot like Mike's in the sense of somebody's paying to watch me play, and that was what drove young Kobe or old Kobe or any Kobe for that matter. And it's just these stories that makes him a Laker legend, but a basketball legend and everything else because he wanted to be the very best. I don't know if he got there, but every time somebody shoots in the trash can, they yell Kobe. So he's left a legacy. Um, I think Kobe goes underappreciated for a lot of the things he did. And yeah. Oh, and one more story. Kobe and Shaq. I guess two stories. One time Kobe was at practice and he didn't pass the ball, and this goes back to Shaq. And they go back and they complain to Shaq. Shaq, Kobe's not passing the ball. Can you do something? And Shaq was like, "Okay, I'll talk to him." And he said the day that Kobe earned his respect was the day he goes, "Hey Kobe, there's no I in team." He goes, "But there's an MF or there's an ME in that MFer." So there you go. He went back to the team and said, "Guys, I tried to talk to him, and he's right." So that was the end of that. Also, uh, it's hard for me to get through these stories, even a couple of years after the crash. But Kobe, we miss you, but I'll get out of here on this one. There was the two of them sitting at a table, and these are just stories of the interviews. You can look them up; they're on YouTube Shorts or whatever. But they had they had Shaq and Kobe sitting down and watching old tapes or whatever, having a conversation. And he said, Kobe asked Shaq, "How did you feel when I got number 5?" He said, "You tore up your house, didn't you?" And he says, "You right, you're right, I did." And that was just the competition that they had. And I remember even at the press conference, they're like, "Kobe, how do you feel about number 5?" He said, "I just got one more than Shaq." So if you enjoy this video, even though it's just me rambling stories, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, may your ego come from a place that keeps you humble. I'm Mo Money. Mamba out.